In the sleepy town of Olwari, where secrets simmer beneath sunny smiles, a mysterious stranger arrives. Amma, with her radiant beauty and a strange red book, knows everyone's name and their darkest truths. She greets strangers like old friends, sparking whispers and wonder. But when she reveals hidden scandals with a smile, the town buzzes with awe and fear. Is she a blessing, exposing lies, or a curse, unraveling lives? Anazi, the gossip queen, vows to uncover Amma's secret, trailing her to a shocking discovery. What power lies in that red book, and can anyone stop her? Dive into a tale where truth cuts deeper than fiction. It all began on a bright Monday morning in the tranquil town of Olwari. Residents were busy with their daily routines. Kids hurried to school, mothers cooked akara by the roadside, and Kiki drivers honked as if their horns could fix everything. Out of nowhere, a new girl appeared at the town junction. She had fair skin, striking beauty, with curvy hips, a full bust, and a gentle face that shone like morning dew. Dressed in a short red dress and high heels, she carried a large red book under her arm. Everyone stopped to stare, wondering who she was. The girl smiled as she passed, greeting strangers as if they were lifelong friends. "Good morning, Mama Kichi," she called out, though Mama Kichi swore she'd never met her. She waved at the fruit seller, Baba, and even the woman who scolded playful children. Some found her charming, others thought her odd. Yet everyone agreed. This girl, named Amma, knew far too much. That evening, rumors buzzed like mosquitoes. Who was she? Where was she from? How did she know everyone's names? But Amma just sat at the kiosk, smiling and jotting notes in her big red book. The next day, Amma returned to the kiosk. This time, she wore a green jumpsuit with a red scarf stylishly tied around her head. Her hips swayed as she walked, the red book still tucked under her arm. Children gawked, men stole glances, and even old Papa Musa forgot to take payment from a customer. The town's gossip queen sat at her plastic table under the mango tree, dressed in her usual leggings, cap, and oversized sunglasses despite the cloudy sky. She eyed Amma closely and muttered, "Let's see who's trying to steal my throne in this town." Amma approached her with a smile. "Good morning, Annie Anazi. I love your slippers." Anazi was stunned. No one ever praised her slippers. From that moment, they became close friends. They met every afternoon under the mango tree, sipping Malta and chatting about everyone and everything. But as they laughed together, Anazi grew uneasy. Amma knew too much, even details of Anazi's dreams from 2 nights prior. Later that week, the market square was abuzz, not with traders or buyers, but with a heated dispute. Mama, you had lost her prized red bra from her backyard clothesline. "May God judge the thief," she yelled. It was brand new, straight from Lagos. A crowd gathered, some chuckling, others shaking their heads. Amma, munching groundnuts with Anazi, sat quietly. "It wasn't stolen," she said. "The neighbor's dog dragged it into the gutter behind the carpenter's shop." The crowd fell silent. "How did you know that?" "Mama," you demanded, hands on her hips. "Just a guess," Amma replied with a smile. When they checked, the bra was exactly where she said. People clapped and laughed, saying, "This girl isn't just pretty, she's helpful." But Anazi didn't join in. She squinted at Amma, thinking, that was no guess. This girl is hiding something. The next afternoon, Amma and Anazi sat at the Kiki Park, where drivers played checkers and shouted at passengers. Amma wore a short blue dress and large sunglasses. Anazi brought Puff Puff to share. "Did you hear about Mr. Okon's wife?" Amma said abruptly. She cried all night after catching him texting the dry cleaner lady. Anazi dropped her Puff Puff. "How do you know that?" she asked. Amma giggled. "I just hear things." Anazi laughed along, but her mind raced like yam frying in hot oil. That news wasn't public. Anazi had only overheard it passing Mr. Okon's fence earlier that day, and she hadn't told Soul. That evening, Anazi resolved, "Tomorrow, I'll find out who Amma really is, even if I have to follow her home." Early the next morning, before the sun grew too hot, Anazi dressed in a black buba and wrapper, looking like a town detective. She borrowed her cousin's motorcycle and waited near the old building where Alma often vanished. At precisely 8:15 a.m., Alma emerged in a tight orange top and jeans, holding her red book and humming a sweet melody. She avoided the main road, taking the bush path by the church. Anazi trailed her, hiding behind trees and pretending to pick leaves when others passed. Alma walked straight to an old, abandoned primary school. She glanced around, smiled, and walked through a wall, right through it. Anazi froze, her eyes wide, hands trembling. Trouble. Did I just see that? Is this a movie? She sped back to town, her wrapper nearly slipping off, heart pounding like a drum. That night, Anazi couldn't sleep. Alma wasn't ordinary. She wasn't from this world. Worst of all, she knew everything. Anazi locked her doors and windows, placed a Bible under her pillow, and tied 3 scarves around her head. "No spirits will get me tonight," she whispered. Just as she tried to sleep, a knock came at her door. Knock, knock, knock. Anazi jumped and peeked through the curtain. It was Alma. At 9:30 p.m., "Alma," she whispered. Alma smiled warmly. "I brought fried fish. You like it spicy, don't you?" She held out a fragrant paper wrap. Anazi was too scared to open the door, but too hungry to resist. She let Alma in. Alma entered casually, sat down, crossed her legs, and started talking. She spoke of the pastor's maid secretly selling his palm oil, the teacher who ate akra before school and blamed pipes for his gas, and even the town chairman crying over a girlfriend who left him for a plumber. Anazi forced a laugh, but her mind spun. Is she reading minds, or is it that book? After Alma left, Anazi called her uncle, the town herbalist. The next morning, Alma was at the market as usual, smiling and greeting everyone, her red book in hand. This time, Anazi followed with questions, not a motorcycle. "Alma, what's in that book you always carry?" Alma chuckled. "Just my thoughts." Anazi faked a smile. "Can I see it?" Alma laughed louder. "Want to see how I write your name with hearts?" Anazi laughed too, but she knew Alma was evading. That afternoon, when Alma stepped away to buy roasted corn, she left the book on the chair. Quick as a flash, Anazi grabbed it and opened it. Her eyes widened. The book listed names and secrets of townsfolk, their troubles, dreams, and lives. One page read, "Anazi watches too much Z-World, cries alone at night." Anazi shut the book and returned it before Alma noticed. It was clear. The book wasn't ordinary. It was magical. Anazi rushed to her uncle, Baba Irako, the herbalist, wearing dark glasses and a scarf to avoid recognition. She told him everything: the gossip, the wall walking, the book, the night visit. Baba Irako stroked his gray beard and nodded. "That girl isn't human. She's a spirit, a gossip spirit, sent to reveal secrets and disrupt peace. The more she speaks, the stronger she grows." "What should I do?" Anazi asked. "Don't confront her yet," Baba cautioned. "Observe her. Spirits hide their weakness in what they value most. Maybe that book." Anazi nodded. "I'll find it. I'll stop her, but I need help." Baba gave her a small calabash of white powder. "Sprinkle this near her when she talks. If she chokes, she's not human." Anazi left, heart racing. She was ready to face Alma, but Alma might already know. By the next weekend, Alma was a local star. People traveled from nearby towns to hear her stories. She sat at the kiosk with a cold Malta, her red book beside her, sharing tales that stunned everyone. She exposed the choir mistress's secret lover, the school principal's forged certificate, and even told a couple their child wasn't theirs. Proven true. People clapped, laughed, cried, or fumed, but none could stop listening. Anazi watched from the kiosk's corner, clutching the calabash in her bag, waiting for her moment. "Keep talking, Alma," she muttered. Then Alma turned and locked eyes with Anazi. "Anazi, come closer," she said, smiling. Anazi froze. "Why not use your powder now?" Alma teased, still smiling. Anazi gasped. "She knows." Alma leaned in. "You want to stop me? You can't. Secrets are my strength." Alma stood, smiling, her red book under her arm as always. "Let me share my story," Alma said to Anazi before the crowd. She stepped to the market square's center and raised her hand. "I was once human like you. a woman who loved gossip and secrets. But I gossiped about the wrong person, a mad prophet. He cursed me. Since you love others' stories over your own, may you never stop telling them. And like that, I became this. The crowd gasped. Alma's voice grew louder. Now I hear secrets. I live among you, but am not one of you. My purpose, to expose, disrupt, and show that hidden things always surface. Anazi's jaw dropped. The crowd clapped in fear and confusion. Children fled. One man fainted. Alma just smiled, her red book glowing in the sunlight. After Alma's revelation, the town changed. The once lively Olwari walked on eggshells. People whispered behind hands, some covering their faces at the sight of Alma. But Alma didn't stop. In a red gown and matching slippers, she sat under the almond tree, book open on her lap. She called out, "Mama Effie, your son's stealing meat from your pots." Gasps echoed. Mama Effie collapsed. Neighbors fought. Husbands were slapped. Churchgoers avoided each other. Secrets poured like rain, soaking everyone. Anazi had enough. This girl isn't helping. She's ruining us. She rallied 5 brave women, including the pastor's wife and the chief's daughter. "We'll go to the shrine," she declared. "It's time to send Alma back where she came from." At midnight, the women gathered behind the old town hall with white chalk, salt, and Baba Irako's powder. They drew symbols on the ground and murmured prayers laced with gossip. Anazi explained, "Tomorrow, we'll invite Alma to a women's meeting, pretending it's a thank you party. When she sits, we'll sprinkle the powder in a circle and chant her name backwards." The women agreed, though one asked, "How do you say Alma backwards?" Anazi paused. "Just say it 3 times. It'll work." The next day, they decorated the community center with balloons and cooked jollof rice with plenty of meat. When Alma arrived in a flowing gown, she laughed. "This is lovely. For me." "Yes," Anazi smiled. "To thank you for all you've shared." Alma sat, crossed her legs, and ate. The trap was set. As Alma ate her meat, Anazi swiftly sprinkled the white powder around her. The women joined hands and chanted, "Alma, Alma, Alma." Alma raised an eyebrow. "What's going on here?" Anazi shouted, "Show your true form." The ground trembled slightly. Balloons burst. The rice bowl tipped over. Alma rose slowly, her red book glowing. "You think you can trap me?" she said, her voice deeper. Anazi stepped back. We're freeing the town." Alma vanished. Free it from what? Truth. Suddenly, the powder reversed, dusting the women instead. They began spilling secrets uncontrollably. Who cheated? Who stole? Who lied? Even Anazi blurted, "I used my friend's perfume and blamed my sister." Silence fell. Everyone stared. Alma picked up her book. "Your secrets carry weight. I only bear them." Then she walked out, hips swaying as if nothing happened. The next day, Olwari was silent. No shouts, no laughter. The women from the failed plan stayed indoors. Children looked at their parents differently. Everyone knew each other's hidden truths. Alma sat at her usual kiosk in jeans and a white blouse. No one greeted her. Even the roadside beggar avoided her. But Alma looked calm, not sad. "Now they understand how it feels," she whispered to her red book. Anazi stayed home for days, avoiding gossip and neglecting her hair. Eventually, she went to the kiosk. Alma smiled. "You're back." Anazi sighed. "You're not just a gossip spirit. You're a mirror." Alma nodded. "I reflect what I see. People hate mirrors when they dislike the image." Anazi sat beside her. "Teach me to tell stories carefully." Alma handed her the red book. Weeks later, Olwari slowly returned to normal, but it was different. People were more honest, choosing words carefully. Fewer secrets meant fewer fights. Alma still sat at the kiosk, but stayed silent, listening instead. Her red book remained closed. One day, a little girl approached. "Auntie Alma, why don't you talk anymore?" Alma smiled gently. "Because the town's finally talking to itself." Anazi became a counselor, not for gossip, but to help people face their truths. She kept the red book on her shelf, opening it only when needed. Alma, the beautiful spirit with curvy hips and a big book, had transformed Olwari forever, not with fire or thunder, but with words. From then on, Olwari's people learned a simple truth. Truth is heavy, but hiding it is heavier. If you love this tale, like, subscribe, and share your favorite part below. Have you heard of a gossip spirit before? Would you trust someone who knows your secrets? Turn on the notification bell to catch the next chapter of our captivating African stories. Thanks for reading. Tale by Chinello.